We're live. So welcome to Hangout number 2, guys. And the fact that you're here means that you didn't get frightened away during Hangout number 1. And that means you're still engaged in the business, and that's always a really good thing. So Hangout number 2 is where we really get into the nuts and bolts of the business, how to invite people and acquire customers for your challenge groups. And this is definitely my favorite part of the training because I'm able to draw from a lot of my experience in the health club industry when it comes to how do we get people to join our gyms and how do we sell memberships to people who are interested in getting fit. There's some language that we use to engage people who want to get healthy and fit. And so what I'm going to be doing this evening is I'm going to be using the 5-step invitation guide that everybody should have seen on one of the posts that I put on this week. That 5-step invitation guide is the template that we follow to successfully invite people to our challenge groups. And in addition to that 5-step invitation guide, I'm sprinkling in a lot of my experience from heading up sales and marketing in the health club industry. I found it to be very similar, like the analogy between how Beachbody has created this 5-step invitation guide to engage customers for our challenge groups is very similar to the language that we use to engage people to buy gym memberships when they come into our front door. And I'm going to talk you through this process. So get ready to take some notes, and then I have a document I'm going to share with everybody that's been really helpful to a lot of coaches. And it's all good stuff. Quick side note, I'm really excited that this week is Summit. For those of you that are new coaches and you've never experienced Summit or you don't know what Summit is, this is the biggest of the big annual events involving Team Beachbody. We all converge, the coaches that can make it all converge on Las Vegas for 4 days of upskilling and education and workshops and giant workouts and parties and just an experience that will blow your mind. And so I mentioned that quickly because if you're a new coach, obviously Summit wasn't something you could put on your radar for this year, but for next year, this is something you already want to be thinking about. And I bring it up now because at the end of this Summit, they typically will announce a Summit special, a phenomenal deal on the package to go to Summit next year. So it's well worth making the investment for Summit next year when this one is over, because you'll never see that price again after they offer it following this one. Okay, so keep that in mind. And I know we have Diane's here, Lori's here. You guys are going to Vegas. I'll see you out there. Is there anybody else? No. But next year for sure, hopefully we'll see you guys there as well. Okay, so just to recap what we learned in Hangout number 1, everybody knows their goal. Our goal is to hit Success Club 5 by June 30th. And the other goal that we have is to, if you can, or if you want, to achieve the rank of Emerald. You sign up 2 coaches by July 10th, one on your right leg, one on your left leg, to get to that rank of Emerald. And the primary reason we want to do that is so that we can open up the customer lead program. And that will fuel your business with free customer leads once you achieve the rank of Emerald. Now, one point I want to make about that, the way it works insofar as timing, achieving the rank of Emerald in any given month will enable you to receive the customers, the free customer leads from Beachbody in the following month, provided you hit Emerald by the last Wednesday of any given month. So if you achieve the rank of Emerald by the last Wednesday of June, then you are eligible for the customer lead program starting in July. Now, in addition to achieving the rank of Emerald by signing 2 coaches, there are a couple of other things that you must do to get the customer leads. One of those is on your websites. It's very important that you have a profile picture and a before picture. So on your Beachbody websites, your customer websites, you must have a profile picture and a before picture. And it doesn't matter what the picture is. You can put a picture of your dog if you want. It does not matter. Basically, Beachbody just wants to see that you're using your templates and that you're engaged in the back office. So a before picture and a profile picture. The other thing you must do is become a Beachbody Club member. So a Beachbody Club member pays $39.95 per quarter. You pay $39.95 per quarter, and as a Beachbody Club member, you're going to have additional things that you get in your back office. You get your meal planning and blogs with the celebrity trainers. There's recipes and all kinds of things to just give you additional aids in your own health and fitness goals. So you have to be a Beachbody Club member. You have to have a before picture and a profile picture, and you have to achieve the rank of Emerald to get the customer leads. Now, if you are somebody that signed up as a coach by purchasing a challenge pack, you are already enrolled as a Beachbody Club member. When you bought that challenge pack initially, the challenge pack included 30 days of free Beachbody Club membership. So if you do not achieve the rank of Emerald by the end of that 30 days, my suggestion is cancel the club membership. Unless you want to utilize those additional aids, cancel the club membership. Otherwise, you're going to get billed $39.95 every quarter. Okay? But by being a club member and Emerald, you get the customer leads. And that $39.95 per quarter, the commissions that you're going to receive from those customer leads far outweigh that $39.95 cost that you're going to incur every quarter. So don't concern yourself with that fee. All right, the invitation process is what we're going to really focus on, and I'm really psyched because I have Cindy Carey on here. Cindy became a coach with our team actually a couple of years ago, and then she had some things in her life come along that kind of pulled her away from her business for quite a while, but now she's fully re-entrenched, and it's pretty amazing to see how she has really taken off, especially in the past several weeks following her second round of Coach Basics. In a little while, I'm going to unmute Cindy, and she's going to talk about the invitation process that she used, a real example of what she did on her Facebook page to engage several customers right off the bat. So she'll speak from her experience on how she did that. But before I get and cover the guide, I just want to, again, look at my notes and make sure I cover any of the administrative bullets that I had here to make sure everybody's on track. Quick note, when you sign up a new coach, I know some of you are relatively new coaches, and it's great. You've actually signed up a coach or two. It's really important that you confer with your upline. It can be your sponsoring coach if they're educated on how to do it, or your upline diamond, or me. If you want to reach out to me, I've really taken on an understanding of how to properly place coaches in your downline as you sign them up, and I can give you some guidance on that. But what you don't want to do is just sign up new coaches randomly and not place them strategically in your business. There's a certain way that you want to be placing new coaches in your business to maximize your business moving forward. So if you're not familiar with that, and most people aren't, binary network marketing is typically a foreign animal for most people. So until you get schooled in that whole process, definitely reach out, confer with me, or confer with your upline person that has an understanding of how to do that properly. Okay? All right. Okay. Now, to talk about the foundation for inviting. This is what it's all about, guys. This is the nuts and bolts of the business, is constantly inviting people who are trying to get healthy and fit. They're trying to lose weight. They're trying to improve their health. They want to change the look of their body, whatever their goals may be. So as we come into contact with people that are trying to achieve those things, we want to invite them to our support as coaches, the things that we can do for them as coaches. And this invitation process can be done in a few different ways. One of the ways is through Facebook. And when it comes to using Facebook for the invitation process, obviously most of you or all of you have a personal Facebook page. The recommendation is that you set up a new Facebook page. And it's a Facebook page that you're going to set up that becomes, call it your general health and fitness discussion page. It's nothing more than a general health and fitness discussion page where you can post on a daily basis motivational tips and exercise, something that has to do with nutrition, anything and everything that's out there that has to do with health and healthy living and wellness and nutrition and exercise, things that will kind of motivate or educate or intrigue people who like your new page. So when we talk about this new Facebook page, you're setting up what we call a like page. So you're setting up a new page in whatever name you want to create. It can be your personal name. It can be some kind of fitness name. It can be something that you're going to name your business, whatever you want it to be. Once you've set up your page, then what you're going to do is you're going to invite people to like it. And so typically the first place to turn are the friends that you currently have on your personal Facebook page. So what you do is you set up this new fitness page. And once it's set up and you maybe have an initial post and you put your bio, you're going to put what the page is about, maybe put a nice picture up for the banner at the top. Once you've got it set up, well, then the next thing to do is invite people to like it. So typically what you would do is invite all the friends that you currently have on Facebook to like your new page. And by them liking your new page or taking an interest in your new page, whenever you post something on there, they're going to get that in their news feed. And so that is a big strategy that the majority of successful Beachbody coaches use versus taking your personal Facebook page and starting to bombard it with nothing but health and fitness tips. You know, your personal Facebook page is your personal page. And it doesn't mean you can't do that. It's just kind of nice to separate personal from business and use your fitness page, your new like page or your new coach page as your primary invitation source, if you will. Okay, so there's if you go into Google and you type how to create a like page on Facebook, there's tutorials on how to do it. It's very simple. And the other thing that we'll do, what I'll do in the next day or two is I have a document that I'm creating with a lot of the coaches on our team who have created their like pages. And you'll be able to go open up this document and click on any one of them and actually see their pages, what the page looks like, it's free to do, what the page looks like, what kind of things are they posting, what kind of blogs do they have. And what I do very often is I will look at the posts and blogs of other Beachbody coaches and I'll copy the stuff that they're using. I'll see stuff that they're using that's really engaging and I'm like, man, I'm going to use that. And I'll put it on my own page. And so there's a big sharing system here that, you know, don't feel like, oh my gosh, can I use that post that they put up? Go for it if you think it's an effective one. So setting up your like page is really recommended for the purposes of the invitation process and kind of building your reputation as a Beachbody coach, somebody who's now involved in health and fitness and wellness, and somebody who's going to help people in their health and fitness goals. Okay, now once you have your page set up, if you choose to do that, then we get into the invitation process. And like I mentioned in the first Hangout, you could be a Beachbody coach that's going to occasionally acquire a customer. You know, these one-off customers that periodically come into your life, people that you know might want to get on Shakeology, people you know that might want to do an exercise program. Great, you can sell or engage, you know, a customer here and there. But if you really want to build your business, it's this invitation process that's happening consistently. It's not a one and done deal. And here are the numbers that we go by, successful coaches go by. You want to be inviting minimum 2 people a day. 2 people a day you should be inviting to either your new Facebook page to like your page or to your challenge group that you have coming up. So you're just inviting people into your world of wellness, into your world of coaching and health and fitness. You can invite them to like your page. So you're basically you're inviting them as a Facebook friend to like your page. And these can be people that you run into that you don't know yet, people that you might meet tomorrow. You know, so as a Beachbody coach, I know you're thinking about, well, gosh, who do I know in my life right now? In my circle of influence, I have my friends, my family, my coworkers, you know, maybe people that I went to college with or people I went to high school with, people that I just know in my life that are trying to get healthy and fit. So those are the first things that you're thinking about, are those people. But the people that you're not thinking about yet are the ones you haven't met yet. And so as a Beachbody coach, the best coaches are always on the lookout for new potential customers that they can invite to their like page, that they can invite to their challenge groups. And simple dialogue enables that to happen. We have this process, it's called forming. When we engage with people we don't know, it's the conversation and the template or the framework for conversation that enables us to all of a sudden get their interest in fitness, health, and wellness, and in the support you can provide. I'm not going to go into this forming process. It's an acronym, FORM, forming, FORM. I'm not going to go into that this hangout. We're going to cover that next week. But what you want to be doing is inviting 2 people per day. The other thing you should always have is what we call 10 in play. A minimum of 10 people that are in your funnel. And these 10 people, the minimum of 10 people, should be people who are possibly going to be customers for your challenge groups, or possibly considering the coach opportunity. Any combination thereof. 10 people in that funnel at all times. And when somebody comes out of that funnel, either a customer or a new coach, great. You know, yeah, it's time to celebrate, but you know what? You've got to replace those people. Because if you don't, and if you stop inviting at any point in time, all of a sudden your funnel runs dry and your business plateaus. So this concept of coaching and working our business is based around inviting. And that's why it's part of the 3 daily vital behaviors. Invite, invite, invite. You're inviting to be Facebook friends. You're inviting to your like page, your new fitness page, and you're inviting to your challenge group. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how do we invite? What do we actually say when we're inviting people? And with that, I'm going to go to a screen share. I'm going to take us to the 5-step invitation guide, and we're going to talk through the moving parts. And then once we've talked through these moving parts, I want to turn it to Cindy to share what her experience was by following this model. So let me go to my screen share here. Bear with me.